What's up, Wahana? It's Brother Delson, and I'm here with my beautiful better half.
Hi, I'm Shania.
It's been a long 3 weeks.
It has.
It's been a long 3 weeks. Um, Thank you guys who tuned in to the first two episodes of our sit down talk sessions.
Yeah.
We actually got a lot of good feedback, a
We
lot of
did.
comments, a lot of messages, and yeah, no, it definitely encouraged us. Apparently, not enough to stay consistent. It's honestly been my fault. I'll be the first to admit it's been my fault. The last 3 weeks have been kind of rough for me. Um, I kind of go through this cycle where it's like I go to work, I'm good, I'm fresh, and then all of a sudden I'm dead tired to the world. So it kind of does that from time to time. So it's just really kind of getting back into it and being consistent with what I want to do and what our goals are for not only this channel but for our household and as a family. Um, Within the last 3 weeks, we had a lot going on. Our oldest, your daughter,
We had her
Samarlin.
birthday, and then her birthday party.
Yeah,
That was very exhausting,
we have a 10-year-old.
but it was good fun.
Yeah.
And she had a good day. Everybody had fun.
Yeah.
So
How do you feel about having a 10-year-old?
I feel old. How has it been a decade already?
Yeah, yeah.
It's insane to me.
Just like that. I mean, you were
Yeah.
talking to your dad on the phone about,
Yeah.
You having a 10-year-old, and what did he say?
He said, blink and you'll miss it. Enjoy every moment that you can, because by the time I know it, she'll be where I am and I'll be where he is.
And your dad's not even that old.
No, he's not.
Your dad's not old at all. Is your dad younger than my dad? You don't know how old your dad is?
I don't.
Allah, you better make sure he don't watch this video.
He probably will. He just told me how old he was too. Like,
Yeah.
Not even that long ago.
Yeah. I think he's younger than my dad.
Your
I
dad
want
is
to
what,
say.
49?
49.
I don't know. They're like around the same age.
Yeah.
That I know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I remember talking to my dad, recently. I was like, dude, how does it feel to have a 30-year-old? I'm like, do you realize that
Yeah.
you're gonna have a 30-year-old this year? Like, and he's not even 50. He's 49. So it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah, our parents are pretty
Our
young.
parents are young.
Yeah. But no, yeah, and just with work, obviously, our house, our kids, each other. I think the biggest thing affecting me lately is just not being able to see my older two kids. It's been weighing on my heart a lot lately, and I miss them. And you know that.
I know that.
You know that. I don't share it as
Because I
much.
know that.
Yeah.
You're not very touchy-feely.
No.
And so
No.
you kind of share things here and there, and then I just know.
Yeah. Just I guess based just off of my energy, right? Yeah. It's been it's been an uphill battle emotionally for me, and you know and to a fault, because you catch it, even the kids catch it. As upbeat and as positive as I want to be, again, being human, right, I can only uphold a certain amount to where my battery ends up being depleted.
But you're normally still pretty present and good about it.
I try to
You
be.
kind of just remove yourself for a little bit, and then you still show up.
I try.
You
I
do.
try.
You don't try, you do it. You do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in all, with everything that's been going on, in our lives, right? Whether that's individually, as a couple, as a family. I think the gist of what we're having to face is trusting God when things don't go your way. And so, again, I'll be the first to admit, within the last 3 weeks, right, it was a lot of leaning on my own strength. Whether that was physically, because I'm like, okay, I just got to get up, go to work. I was even sick. I was sick.
And still went.
Still went. And because me as a man, I felt like I can't give up any slack because that's all the slack I'm going to have to carry plus the load that I already have to hold. So as men, we tend to put this on our shoulders that we can't rest, that there's nobody that got us, while our spouse, you know, even though you may not be able to do the things that, you know, that I'm doing, right? But you're going to be there in ways that I can't be there for myself. And that's one thing that us men have to realize, because the thing in a relationship is you're not supposed to complete each other. You're supposed to complement each other. And I'm not talking about, oh my God, babe, you look so beautiful. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, when you have your main dish and you have a side dish and it complements each other to the point where it makes this magnificent pairing of a meal, right? So this might be my strong suit, but then all of these things that are not my strong suit, that may be yours, and it elevates the entire thing. And look at us now, right? And so, I mean, with that being said, it's like, not only do we rely on each other, that we need to rely on each other, men, I'm talking to you men, because we become these hard-shelled, I can do everything myself, I don't want to rely on my spouse for anything. And it doesn't ever work out. It doesn't. It does not work out, because then your spouse doesn't know who you are. You know, your partner doesn't know who they're dealing with, because you don't open up, you don't allow them to be there. On top of that, with me trying to do everything myself, emotionally, physically, spiritually, checked out, was just like, I'm doing this, I gotta do this. I wasn't leaning and trusting in God in the things that I needed to do. Where did that get me? Burnt out. You know, just in this last week alone. Okay, we'll just highlight this last week. Shania and I had a hard week as a couple. You know, we didn't have her kids. We only had Ela Boy for half of the week. But that's when everything caught up, I think.
Yeah.
That's when everything caught up that was being suppressed. That's when everything caught up of, especially me, leaning on my own strength, where I was so spent that I broke. I'll be honest, I broke. And I think same kind of, don't let me speak for you when I say this too. But you were also on that autopilot where you were just kind of like.
Yeah.
And when that happens, guys.
It's not good.
It's not. Because we both bottled everything up for weeks. And this last week, it all.
Yeah. Because it's like you're trying to be strong for me, and I'm trying to be strong for you. So then we kind of just keep everything inside, and then one thing happens, and it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rough week.
It was a tough one, yeah. For sure.
And you know, and I think that's where a lot of couples, I want to say, a lot of couples, they deal with the same thing. You guys might deal with it. You guys might have just had gone through that, or you might be going through it to where you're like, hey, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Because it's so common, you know, whether you guys are toxic or whether you guys are, you know, healthy, like, look at us. She just said it herself, where it's like she wants to be strong for me, so she doesn't. She did the same thing that I was doing, right? I'm like, I'm the man. I can't be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm the man. I can't let up. I need to provide. I need to do all these things. What I need to do is allow her to be here. What you need to do is allow me to be there. You know, I think the biggest thing is listening, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything, you know. I think that's one thing that we both struggled with. Listening to each other.
Yeah,
and listening to each
absolutely.
other's hearts. You know, for me, it's already hard for me to share how I feel.
Yeah. Like literally open up about anything. You have such a hard time.
Yeah. And I think, I'm not saying I didn't have a loving childhood or anything like that. I think there's certain ways and certain instances and that happened through my childhood to where it's like, I just got to be this happy guy. I got to be strong for other people, that I never knew how to vocalize what was going on within, whether that's in my heart or in my head. And so, you know, having to deal with that, it's like, I catch myself doing it too, where it's like, I'll start opening up about something and I'm like, never mind.
Yeah. And that is so frustrating.
I'm like, no, I'm good. Or like,
Because like, as a woman, you know, like, I'm sure a lot of women can relate to this, but like, you start to say something.
yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I'm getting a little bit. And then you say, never mind. And then we just start picking at it because we're like,
Yeah.
now you got to tell me. You got to tell me what it is because you already started.
No, I get it. But like, there's even times where like I feel like I drive a lot, so like I'll be thinking a lot, you know, and then like this, I think it was this last week. It might have been the week before, where I told you I full on ball cried because I was thinking about my kids, thinking about not seeing them. So what I was thinking about was like, I don't know how tall they are, you know, because it's been months.
Yeah.
I don't know what they smell like. I don't know. Like, I have videos, but I don't know what their voices sound like because like I haven't even been able to FaceTime them,
Right.
or even give them a phone call, right? And so I was like bawling. I was bawling for like 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, no, I'm good. And so it's like, because my brain automatically like tells me like, stop feeling this. It's like, you know how ridiculous you look, or you know. So it's just a countless, not a countless. It's a constant battle of being able to feel, right? Because as men, we don't like to go based off of our feelings and emotions. We like to go based off of facts and logic. And so that's another thing that we deal with quite a bit, you know, any argument, right, that we would get into, that we do get into. There's, hey, I'm going to fix it. And there's, hey, I need you to listen.
Yeah.
Right? And so for me, it's like, I am presenting all of these logical solutions to what she's bringing me, where all she really needs me to do is listen.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's me over here that's like, okay, I already talked to myself and gave me logical solutions, so I don't need to talk to you about it and be emotional. And so it's just,
But then that's where you mess yourself up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, men are allowed to feel.
Are we?
And I think, yes, you are. You know this. Stop
I
being
do.
silly.
I do. You know, but I think another struggle with men and how we think is, you know, yeah, I'm allowed to feel, but what is that gonna do for me? What is, like, you know, this is just like what we're thinking in the moment. Like, okay, put feelings aside because it's not gonna change that rent is due. It's not gonna change that I gotta put food on the table. You know, like yeah, I'm gonna feel for how long do I need to feel for, right? This is just like I think that's how men think. That's just like coded in our brains to think that way, and I don't know.
It's that head of household mentality.
It is, and it's like we don't allow ourselves to have a break. We don't
Yeah.
mentally,
But you guys,
physically.
you guys have to understand that that's what we're here for.
Yeah, yeah. I 100% agree on that, because we go through it. We go through it, and so if you guys are going through that, you guys aren't the only ones going through that.
Yeah.
We're dealing with it constantly, like these gnats. It's a constant battle with these gnats.
Yeah, pretty annoying.
Yeah, it is. But hey, hilo das why.
Yeah.
Another thing that because so with your kids, right? It's week on, week off.
Yes.
And we've talked about it before. The struggles of being a blended family, right? In our case, right? So Wheeler boy, he goes back to his mom's every week. We split the week. With her kids, it's week on, week off, Monday to Monday. So, different households are gonna have different sets of rules. There's different people running the house.
Different expectations.
Different expectations. And so, when a child comes back, for our example, right? When your kids come back to our house, they just spent a week at their dad's house, which has different rules, different standards. And so it's almost like having to relearn the process again.
Yeah.
Right? And I wouldn't necessarily say that's a struggle, but it is something
It
that
can
we
be
deal with.
challenging,
Yeah, it's a
for
challenge
sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's something to navigate every other week.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And so it's how are you dealing with that?
I kind of just deal with it as it goes.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really have any other choice, right?
No.
Like they
we
come
don't.
back and they forget things, and it's kind of just like transitioning them back to, we don't do that here,
Yeah. Yeah.
or like we do this here.
Yeah.
So it can be hard, but they usually pick it back up pretty quickly.
Yeah. And they have been a lot better with
Yeah.
with everything, And as parents, I feel like a lot of the times we lose the grace factor. Does that make sense? I kind of just came up with that on the spot. So what I mean the grace factor is that we expect our children, because we're at our house 24/7. This is our house.
Yeah.
We live here full time,
Yeah.
but the kids don't.
Yeah.
So us being here all the time, we forget that the kids aren't.
Yeah.
And so when they come back, we don't give them that grace that, hey, this is different now.
Yeah.
Now let's get back into it.
Yeah.
And I would say, no, I was going to say more so me than you, but no. Because you get on them like this too, right? Like, yes, I do imply my rules at my house, but, you're the ones that, you're first contact. You get to see them 1st. You spend the most time with them.
Yeah.
And so, I think for you, it's like, again, not speaking for you, it's just like, hey, I'm sure it is a hard time to give them that grace to have to relearn coming back, right?
Yeah.
And so, whether you guys are dealing with that or not, like even with your own kids, it's always the grace factor, right? And while we're struggling with it, a lot of the times, we rely on our own strength. We rely on doing everything ourselves, where we're not implementing trusting in God, right? We're not giving things to him. We're not one thing that I've also, which I feel horrible about, but because I don't do it as much, is praying for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Praying for our kids daily, and then praying with them
Mm-hmm.
before they go to sleep. And one thing I've wanted to do is pray with them and over them before the day starts.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also my fault because I've been waking up late because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's more so kind of one of the bigger things as far as stepkids and blended family that we've been kind of not necessarily again struggling with, but dealing with, right? Um, so if you guys are going through that stuff, like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Like, regardless if you guys have faith in God or not, just have faith that things will be better.
Yeah.
Right? Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't just try to power through, because guess what? You're gonna get burnt out. But at the end of the day, you have to keep showing up for your family. You keep showing up for your partner. And like, no matter what, don't let things overtake the joy, the love, the laughter, the happiness, the positivity. Because at the end of the day, everything could be taken away from you, including your family.
Yeah.
And do you want to have to live with that? I don't want to. There's relationships in my life right now that I'm like, I wish that was healed.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I could see these certain people, because if this was it and I didn't get another chance to talk to them the next day, could I live with myself and be okay with that? Crazy. That might be a talk for another session. I'm telling you, because that is another one that I'm struggling
That's
with.
a deep one.
Yeah,
It's a deep one.
That is a deep one. That is a deep one. But I just want to encourage everybody that is watching this. If you guys know somebody that is struggling with either, being a step parent or having a blended family or co-parenting with, their baby mama or their baby daddy, like, send them this video, or tell them to reach out to us. Like, we'd love to just share what we go through, because I know we're not the only ones.
Yeah, we're not. Because I do have, friends or whatever that I talk to here and there, and they explain things to me, and we kind of go back and forth and talk about it. And we're not the only ones dealing with this stuff.
We're not.
I'll tell you that. There's so many people.
Yeah. And I'm not, saying like, oh yeah, let's start a community and let's, no. Not none of that. I'm trying to just be real as it gets. Like we're here for you guys as if you guys were our family.
I know I look mean.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me I've got like a mean mug. But realistically, I love talking to people.
Yeah, she does.
Like
sometimes
people they claim that they're like intimidated to talk to me because of the way that I look.
Yeah, because you're hot. No, I'm just kidding.
I look mean, apparently.
Yeah.
But it's like, once you start talking to me, and like once you get to know me,
yeah,
it's a lot easier. I promise you that.
Yeah. And trust me, guys, you really think somebody like me that could voila out to everybody in the world would end up with somebody that don't like talk? No, I wouldn't.
Oh, I talk, and I talk quite a bit.
Yeah, sometimes she talk more than me, and I'm like, yeah. But you have anything else?
No. You pretty much touched base on everything going on.
Yeah, it's yeah. So I know you guys have kind of taken to notice that all of our sit down Sunday talk sessions are recorded at night, and I edit the videos and try to post them before Sunday ends. Reason being, we have kids.
Yeah.
We
And
have
they-
kids. We got to make sure that they're taken care of and they're in bed before we record. Yes, today we did fumble the ball. We could have recorded during the day, and we could be laying in bed and watching Chief of War. Shout out Jason Momoa. Koyo no. Koyo ko, everybody. But no, we put it off, and now we're here. But I think I think everything happens the way that it should happen. Granted, don't be lazy. Whoa.
I wasn't lazy.
Whoa. Said the person that was sitting on the chair on their phone while I was fixing the bumper on.
You were
Expedition.
hyper fixated
Yeah, but you could have
on
just been
removing
there.
part. I was
Could
there.
have been there.
I was there.
See, as you can see, we're very much a real life couple, guys, and everything we talk about is real stuff.
Yeah.
You know, at the end and beginning, at the end of this week and the beginning of this coming week, I love you.
I love you.
I'm thankful for you.
Thankful for you.
And I'm ready to smash this next week and just enjoy life with you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this Sunday's talk session. Really excited for everything that, is in store. And if you guys can just like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, that would definitely mean the world to us as we're trying to grow this and create something that will reach people like us.
Yeah.
So, again, I appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed week, and I am excited for another Sunday sit-down talk session. Aloha, guys.